Nourishing massage ritual. The first step is restarting Heart of the Earth, CD on track 1, after they've laid down the bed. And then the second step is an inhalation. So warm the Nourishing Pulse Point remedy in a professional bottle. And start with an inhalation. Take a deep breath in. And again. Is my hand underneath? Yeah. And again. Okay. The next step is connection. One hand on the top of the head, one hand at the base of the spine. Imagine as you're here, well, we're about to do chakra work, so I really want you to connect your bottom hand to your top hand. And as you stand here and breathe, you can center your energy. Imagine the energy falling through your center, okay, coming through your crown, coming into your heart, coming through your base hand, flowing up their spine, coming to your other hand, and then coming back through your heart, like a circuit. And just spend a minute here or so connecting. This is a really important connection to start the treatment. After connection is cupping of the chakras. You're going to bring the top hand down to the bottom hand. And with the hands slightly cupped, we're going to rock over each chakra. And as we start this process, you can bring into your mind the intentions, saying these in your head in either Japanese or English. You are safe, you are grounded. This is for the base, Muladhara. Moving up to sacrum. You are creative, you are satisfied. Moving up to the solar plexus. You are healthy, you are confident. Moving up to the heart, you are loved, you love. We never rock on the neck and the head, so we're just going to hold over the neck. You are truthful, you are appreciated on the neck. You are peaceful, you are intuitive on the third eye. You are connected on the crown. Gently uncover the back. And we start. I think in your manuals it says connection first. Don't worry, you've already done a connection, so you can start with effleurage from the top. Applying the oil and going into an effleurage. Do you think we could just grab a little face towel for her hair? I know it's going to get oily at the end anyway. Just relax. Yes, perfect. Okay, so we begin. Effleurage massage from the top. Okay, you can repeat that several times. Effleurage next from the base. I'm using slow connected pressure. Okay, you can repeat that a few times. Next we're going to do heart protector. You start heart protector with the hands on the sacrum and then you glide up the spine. Hands are placed over the heart. Pause, and then we're going to draw a figure of 8 around the shoulders. First of all, coming over one shoulder, pausing with the fingers facing up towards the head, and then coming over to the other shoulder and repeating. So can you see I'm drawing a figure of 8 around the heart center? This is the top of the figure of 8. Pausing over the heart chakra, and then the other side. After heart protector is finger stroking. In your manuals it says heart protector is love, because we're focusing on the heart chakra here. And after love comes peace. So we're going to be using our peace fingers. And we're going to stay connected, and then we're going to work down the spine, alternately stroking with our peace fingers. Down the laminar groove, in between the spine and the erector spinae muscles. Now, you might, when you read peace in the manuals, you might think I've got to fold my fingers like this to create a peace sign, right? Don't do that. Make sure you're supporting your middle finger with your other fingers, because otherwise you put stress on your wrist. Use straight arms, straight fingers, and then you're using your weight and not your strength. Repeating again. Stepping up to the top of the back. After finger stroking comes double thumb pressure. Correct? Correct. So, double thumb pressure we already know. This is a movement that we use in all 3 of our massage rituals, working the spine. You want to start double thumb pressure on the side that you're standing. Wait for the breath. As the guest breathes out, you can press down into the spinal gully. In, out, and up, sliding along. Pressing down. In, out, and up. Sliding along a few inches, pressing down, in, out, and up. Down, in, out, and up. After you've finished on the side you're standing, you're going to effleurage your way around. Because I'm timing it to the music, I'm still going to demonstrate the other side for the video, so sorry if it's boring to watch, but we've got to stick to our 33 minutes for the back massage. So now I'm working down the opposite side, side 2. Keep checking back in for the breath. Double thumb pressure. So, after double thumb pressure, we're going to move into thumb sliding, our snail movement. And we're going to start that on side 1. However, you can remain standing on side 2 to do this. So come up to the top of the back again, and with your thumbs we slide, 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 slide. Double check you're in the laminar groove, in the gully between the spine and the rectus spinae. After thumb sliding, we're going to do our lymphatic drainage. Now, we use this movement to begin our lymphatic drainage in our purifying massage ritual. In the purifying massage ritual, I think it's called lymphatic drainage general, all over the back. And we're going to begin this on the bottom of the back because lymph drains upwards. You're in the right place to start on side 1. And we begin this on the sacrum by pumping, pumping, pump and rocking, flat hands, and then glide and release, glide and release, glide and release, and pumping on the side of the back. Waving pump. Step the hands up, pump, pump, pump and rock. Flat hands, glide and release, glide and release, glide and release, and pumping. As you come around the body to do the other side, you can do a bit of neck work. This isn't written in the protocol, but you have to do something as you walk around the bed. And actually this back massage is quite simple. So if you have time and you feel comfortable, you can add a couple of little extras as you walk around the bed or in between the techniques, as long as you're staying in line with quite a slow movement and connected. Okay, so I'm going to come around the other side and I'm going to work the lymph on the other side. So what we're doing here for the lymphatic drainage, the fingertips are on the opposite side of the spine. We're pumping to get the lymph active, and then we're rocking to try and release the lymph. Our hands are flat, and then we're draining to the side where the glands are. Now I don't know whether you can hear on the video, but now track 2 is beginning of the CD. And this is exactly the right place you should be in for track 2 to begin. You should be doing your lymphatic drainage when track 2 begins, and then you know your time. After this technique, we don't have that many massage techniques left. It's just fanning, and then we do our mom points. If you have a client who wants to experience this massage but also has a part of the back, let's say, that needs remedial help, as you were talking about it yesterday, it would be after this movement that you have time to do a little bit of that. So after lymphatic drainage is fanning. And we're going to do our fanning as we've done in other treatments. I think we've done it in the grounding. And we work up and out over the back. Up and out, up and out, up and out. You can start quite lightly and then you can get heavier with your hands here. Up and out, up and out, up and out. And then we come down the arm and through the fingers. Fingers go through the fingers. Can you see that? Once you've fanned on one side, we're going to fan on the other side. And after fanning, make a connection with the hands, somewhere on the back, over the energy centers, the chakras. And we're going to begin our mama points. So in your manuals, it has a good description of how to work mama points. So I'm making a connection. I'm going to take my hands off our model and just talk to you for just a second about mama points. So in your manuals, page 84, it says, stimulate the mamas up the back of the body, beginning at sphish, which is this point here, at the top of the leg, and finishing at adipati, which is at the top of the head. We're going to work the mama points in pairs. We treat the mama point like a sacred door, as I was explaining earlier. The first step is covering the mama point. This is like finding the door. When we're doing our covering, we're making sure our Tal Hridaya points are directly over the mama point. This is also called the light technique, but it's not in this manual. And then the second step is locating the point with your thumb and pulsing very, very slowly, gently sinking to the point of resistance and releasing at the same speed. So it's a little bit like lymphatic in that when we pump over a lymphatic gland, we're pumping and releasing at the same speed and never stopping. We're trying to create rhythm, in the energy and the point. We don't want to do staccato pumping, and we don't want to press and hold, because this will create a build-up of this will create a build-up of kind of tense energy. Mama points are very much connected to the water in the body, the lymph. So we want to try and create rhythm throughout all of them. After pulsing, we're going to rotate, clockwise to stimulate, anti-clockwise to calm. So when a mama point feels normal, healthy, it feels maybe a little bit blocked or stagnant, then we're going clockwise. If it feels stressed, agitated, hot, buzzing, then we can go anti-clockwise. We're going to finish by covering. Now, to get this in 10 minutes, we've got about maybe 8 or 9 minutes left on the music. And to work all 12 points, we're going to cover for a slow count of 5. Pulse for a slow count of 5, and then circle for a slow count of 5, cover for a slow count of 5. The easiest way to do this is saying it on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, obviously in your head. So the first mama point, if you want to come a bit closer, is called Sphige. It's in the middle of the thigh, just underneath the buttock crease, and we're going to start by covering the point. Make sure your Tal Hridaya points are over the mama point we're working. Holding for a count of 5. Then we find the mama point with our thumbs, and we're going to start pulsing for 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, Om 5. Slowly start circling. Press into the point. We're not doing hard pressure here. It's kind of halfway into the point. And then I'm rotating 5 times. 2, 3. Try and get your thumbs working at the same speed. 4 and 5. Finish by covering the point with the hands. The next point is called Trick. It's in the center of the buttocks. And you're going to do this one. This is the last one we're going to do over the towel. Cover first. You can cover like this as well. Find the point with the thumbs. Pulsing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Holding the point and circling for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, and for 5, and covering. The next point is called Kati. It's on the sacrum, either side of the top of the buttock crease. So you see where the top of the buttock crease is? The point is here and here on the sacrum. Start by covering. Finding the point with the thumbs and pulsing for 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 5, and circling for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Covering. The next point is called Kukundara. You'll find this point at the point of the lower back, just above the sacrum. So the sacral plate is here, and you'll feel where the first vertebrae is freestanding in the lower back, above the sacral plate. Here and here. Find the point. We're working right next to the spine. Covering first for 5 and pulsing 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 5, and circling for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Covering the point with the hands. The next point we call our bra strap point. So you see where her bra strap lay. It's just underneath the bra strap, maybe an inch below, and it's where the ribs attach. The last attached ribs attached to the spine, just below that point. We cover. We pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, and circling. The next point is at the tip of the scapulae. So find the scapulae, and can you see on her, the very tip is here. Okay, the next point is here and here. I'm going to cover. Find the point. Pulsing 2 and 3, 4, 5, and circling 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, finishing by covering. The next point is on the scapula in the top outer quadrant. So if you divide the scapula into 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's in the top quarter, and you'll feel a little dip in the scapula here. Okay, we're going to start by covering. And pulsing. 2, 3, 4, and 5, and circling. Covering. The next point is Griva 4. In line with the tops of the shoulders, top of the spine, we cover first. And then pulsing for 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 5, circling. Covering. The next point is on top of the shoulders. Same place as gallbladder 21 when we're working in Chinese or Tibetan. It's exactly in between the tip of the shoulders and the base of the neck in the suprascapular fossa. Pulsing down towards the feet. 2, 3. Right, can you turn the music up, please, Mai? 4 and 5. So track 3 has just begun, and you'll hear the gong. If you just turn it up on the side of the phone. One second. No. Turn it up. Just so they can hear. Okay, so when you hear that gong sound, that's the beginning of the chakra chants. And you have about 2 minutes until you need to start your chakra healing. I'm just going to finish off my marble points. The next 2 marble points are here and here. The attachment of the erector spinae underneath the hairline. Start by covering. Fine with the thumbs. Pulsing up. 2, 3. Can someone get her a tissue, please? 4 and 5. And circling. Covering. 2 more points to go. Manya Mula next. This point is just 1 point in the occipital point. Pulsing up. And circling. The final point is Adipati, top of the head. See if you have time for this. If you don't have time, don't worry too much. But if you do, you can come down, cover Adipati, pulsing. And circling. So that first Om is a sign we need to finish our marble point therapy work. So we're right on time. If you finish early, you can effleurage and massage the back. If you don't finish marble points, don't panic. Just finish whichever marble point you're on nicely, and then come and cover up the back. Get ready for your chakra chant, your chakra healing by placing your top hand towards the top of the head and your other hand crossed over, and you wait for the first chant, which is Lam. Let's break here. Stop.